Hi, and welcome to another edition of One Guest. I'm Edgar B. Herwick III. The 1997 movie Titanic is one of the biggest, highest-grossing movies of all time. Literally hundreds of millions of people saw the movie. James Cameron, the director, said that my guest today is the man who made it all possible. Ed Kamuda, thanks so much for being here.
Nice to be back.
So you are the president, the founder of the Titanic Historical Society.
Yes, I am.
So when James Cameron started his work, his research on this movie, The Titanic, in 1997, he came to you.
Yes, because we've been around for about 40 years by that time, and we had been publishing a magazine, a journal of the history of the Titanic, and he knew that we were the foremost journal of record on the subject. And so he was looking for things like what was the pattern on the chinaware and the silverware and the rugs and all this type of thing, and where were they made, and we kept giving him that information.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And so, I mean, you had to appreciate the level of detail that he was going into to make this movie, that he was interested in getting the China patterns right.
Mm-hmm. And the sets were probably the most accurate that I have ever seen of all the movies that we have been made on the Titanic. His went down to the nth detail of it, and that's what impressed me most.
Wow, that's interesting. And now there was a movie made in the 50s, which was influential both for James Cameron and for you, right?
Yes, that was the 1953 film with Clifton Webb and Barbara Stanwyck. And it was my wife who joked with the Cameron people that said, that's the movie that really got Ed started into this thing. It played at my father's theater. And she said, wouldn't it be nice if he had a cameo role? And so they said, well, come on, we'll put you both in the movie.
So you got to go and be in the 1997 movie, The Titanic.
We went to Rosarito Beach, Mexico, where they built an entire film set there.
Really?
And we were told we were going to be in the movie.
Wow, so you got to be a part of the filming. Can you tell me a little bit what it was like when you sort of stepped onto the set? It was sort of like, or got onto the Titanic. What was that like for you?
It was most unbelievable. It was a dream come true. I remember this picture of Colonel Archibald Butt, President Taft's military attaché, walking along the deck, and all you see is the outline of him in this long, long deck, walking alone. And I started to walk down that deck, and tears started to come to my eyes. That I had read so much about this ship, here I was on the ship. Yeah. And my wife snuck a picture out, and
oh, yeah?
I still have that one, yes.
That's pretty special. That's amazing. And so it was as accurate and sort of as you hoped it would be?
It was far more than I ever dreamed. I mean, even the ceiling lights and everything, the chandeliers, everything was exactly the way it was in 1912. And he's one of the few people that put the proper painting above the fireplace in the smoking room, the first-class smoking room.
Unbelievable. And now this is a picture of you and your wife on the deck of the Titanic, is that right?
Yes, again, this is in Rosarito Beach, Mexico, and it was near 90 degrees there when we had that photograph taken, and that's my wife and myself. And we were sweating all the time because you couldn't change your outfits because you had to dress for that scene, and we wore those clothes for 4 days. Woo! They practically stuck to you after a while.
I believe it. Now, something pretty special happened when you stepped in and on deck for the first time to do filming. James Cameron made a special note of you, right?
We got a notification that we were requested up on deck. So we walked through the first-class entrance out on the deck, and all of a sudden Jim Cameron stopped everything, and he said, I want all of you to turn around and look at these two people. And naturally I was embarrassed. I thought, did we have the wrong clothes on or something? Yeah. And he said, you people are looking on Ed and Karen Kamuda of the Titanic Historical Society. They're the founders of the society, and they kept the memory alive. And but for them, we wouldn't be here today. And we got a loud applause from the camera crew and everybody.
Unbelievable. What a great story. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing it with us. It's been fantastic having you here. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on One Guest.